I mean, it opened up my world.
She didn't take home the crown, but she did take home something just as savory.
It is a wrestling match. There she is.
Just like today, Princess K finalists in 1980 were sculpted out of butter. Donna decided back then she would keep hers, and through various stages of life, she never lost her head. 40 years later, it sits in the freezer next to the pot roast, and word has spread like butter on toast. What kind of reaction do you get from people?
They're amazed. They're amazed. It is an iconic piece of Minnesota State Fair history. So the fact that I have a little piece of it in my freezer is very, unique to a lot of people.
Donna's likeness was carved out of a 60-pound block of butter back then. The 80s hair is still intact. She'll bring the sculpture out when people ask, but her main reason for keeping it is to remind her of her roots and to celebrate Minnesota farmers, especially dairy farmers.
Truly, it is about the people you meet and the lessons you learn. You take those with you. Cool. It's just good. It's good. It's good like butter.
Like butter. And that was John Lauritsen reporting. State Fair butter sculptor Linda Christensen created Donna's sculpture over several hours. Back then, the sculptures were made out of 60 pounds of butter. Now it takes 90 pounds to carve the perfect visage. And if you like stories about butter sculptures, we have another one coming up a little later in the show. Carol Baskin, made famous or infamous in the Netflix docuseries Tiger King, will be competing in the new season of Dancing with the Stars. The animal activist was one of the many season 29 stars revealed this morning on Good Morning America. Grammy Award-winning rapper Nelly will be another one of the celebrity contestants. Backstreet Boys singer A.J. McLean will also be dancing. Other celebrities competing include TV host Neve Schulman, well known for the MTV show Catfish, and Olympic figure skater and on-air commentator Johnny Weir. Additionally, the COVID-19 safe version of the show will also have a new host for the first time. Tyra Banks taking over after the sudden departure of Tom Bergeron, who hosted Dancing with the Stars on ABC for 15 years. And Saul Saenz joins me now with a preview of ABC 7 at 5. Hi, Saul.
Hi there. I'm going to nominate Stephanie Valle. What do you think?
It works for me.
Good afternoon, everyone. Here are the stories our news team is working on for ABC 7 at 5. A dramatic rescue of a little girl when she fell over the ledge at a Trans Mountain overlook. We have the sights and sounds of that harrowing rescue. A Fort Bliss soldier loses his life in a training accident. And from our New Mexico Mobile Newsroom, concerns over solar panels blocking the view at a Veterans Memorial Park. I'll have those stories, weather, and a whole lot more coming up at the top of the hour. Mark?
Saul, thank you very much. Also coming up, your complete storm track weather forecast, and we'll get our monthly update from County Judge Ricardo Samaniego.
ABC 7 Extra, weeknights at 10.
For some extra perspective, we asked the city how this new policy will affect you.
Rare access to the Del Sol Medical Center intensive care unit.
The Borderlands home for detailed, comprehensive coverage of the stories that affect you most.
In the experience of our viewers, the phone call is not being answered.
Going beyond sound bites, Eric Elkin, Stephanie Valle, Saul Saenz, bringing you stories you won't see anywhere else. Get the extra edge, weeknights at 10, only on ABC 7. The KVIA News app alerts you to breaking news about coronavirus in the borderland. It lets you know when there's special coverage outside ABC 7's normal newscasts.
Get the app, get the alert.
Real customers are experiencing a real difference with Spectrum Internet and TV.
The speed is insane. It's always right there. Just boom.
It was easy to connect all of my devices, and I was able to find a plan that was affordable for me.
I'm saving money, and I'm even getting more speed.
Get the speed you need to do all the things you love on all your devices with Spectrum Internet, delivering the fastest starting speeds for the price. 100 megabits. Switch now for $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
With Spectrum TV, the picture quality is incredible. I feel like I'm in the movie.
The amount of stuff available on Spectrum On Demand, it's just never ending.
Add Spectrum TV and enjoy more free HD and more free on demand. Plus, use the Spectrum TV app to watch live TV on the go. All from $44.99 a month. Call 833-918-4499.
Spectrum gives me the best deal no matter what.
Every day I'm saving money.
Get Spectrum Internet and TV from $44.99 a month each with no contracts. Ask about our easy self-install options to install your new services yourself. Call 833-918-4499.
Essential savings now at National Furniture Liquidators. Everything you need for your home at the lowest prices in our history. Buy local and get it now. Our warehouses are stocked full. Deals like a 5-piece queen bedroom set, just $588. Or a reclining sofa and love seat, just $788 both pieces. Queen size pillow top mattress, just $244, and much, much more. Plus great financing options regardless of your credit. Essential savings now at National Furniture Liquidators. When it comes to value, quality, and selection,
nobody beats Shorty.
Welcome back to ABC 7 at 4. It's the first Wednesday of the month, and that means our monthly visit with County Judge Ricardo Samaniego. Judge, thanks for coming on the show. First of all, let's talk about the census. The deadline fast approaching. Census takers are starting to visit homes. What would you like to share?
Thank you. This is what a great opportunity for a community to, we need to understand that the census is very key, especially having the pandemic. And at this time, we don't want to come out of the pandemic and have less funding. This is more important than ever to have the proper funding. Right now, we have 145,000 individuals that are, have the possibility of completing that have not completed it. And that means 145,000 to they're using $1,500 per person of lost revenue. If you look at that per year, and then you look at that in a 10-year period, we're hitting about $1 billion. So that's very alarming that we don't get our fair share in such a critical situation. One of the things I'd like to ask the community is everybody feels good about the fact that they completed it, but one of the things I would like to ask is that you help us reach others, find out, ask the question, have you completed the census? Do you have anybody that needs to complete it? And I think if we all go out there, when we give El Paso a task, they take it on. And that's the task that I would like to give, the challenge that I'd like to give our community is think about so much lost funding. We have probably one of the most unfunded mandates of any county by the state. And those are very costly. The only way we can offset that is we get the proper funding. And so we would like to ask that. People are posting and saying, I took the census, and get others to do the same. Very critical. We've got 28 days to go. September 30th is the last day. Our self-response rate right now is at 64%, and the state is at 60%. So we're doing very well there. Individuals on their own trying to get the census completed. So kudos to everyone that's completed it, but don't feel that if you've completed it, that's sufficient. Try to get others and feel good about the fact that you got someone else to complete it that otherwise might not have completed the census.
Judge, what did you want to speak about regarding the COVID-19 scorecard for the county?
Well, very excited. As you remember, Mark, I needed to be able to have scientific information to be able, for the mayor and I, to be able to move ahead with the orders. And that was really difficult. It was more assumptions and the scorecard by some incredible individuals that participated. We're able to now have a scorecard. It looks like we're going into phase 3. Phase 3 is very positive. Just to put it in perspective, phase 4 is actually the new normal. We can't drop our guard. We have to continue wearing the mask, washing our hands, being very cautious, abundance of cautiousness, and also the spacing. But I think we're moving now in the right direction. And if we do that, we're starting to look at some of the venues and some of the things that we could do in recreations. We're in constant contact with the superintendents and finding out how we can help them. Going into the school year, the way we are with lower numbers is extremely, extremely positive for us. One of the concerns we had, if the numbers were climbing at the same time we were going back to school, as you know, about 220,000 people go interact with the school system once that we go face-to-face completely. A big challenge for our community. But we're very thankful that the numbers seem to be, trending down. And so that's really important that we continue in that direction. Thank you to our community. We're very proud of what we do here in El Paso. This is one more, the census, and also going back to school in the safest possible way, making sure that if your child is ill, don't let him go into school. Be safe in everything that you do. And I think we're going to be exemplary as to how we go back into our school system. Once again, thank you, community. It's been a pleasure working and trying to do the right things and creating the vision for our community. and you have really
Doppler,
accepted the mayor's and my direction wholeheartedly, and we still have a lot to go, but we're going in the right direction. We're trending extremely well.
We have just a few seconds left, Judge. I wanted to get your thoughts on the progress the city and the county are making in the lawsuit that was filed against the Trump administration over the border wall.
Well, as you know, the county, this is our, we've consistently done that. We don't feel that this is the right thing to do, to use money or circumvent the Congress to have a wall. We're very adamant. I think this is a community that is extremely open. We have a lot of work to do because of pandemic, with the relationship with Mexico and their challenges, and we don't need a wall at this time. And so we're going to be consistent about moving forward and supporting the lawsuit and doing everything that we can to utilize the money the way it should be utilized, and obviously not on a wall. So thank you for also allowing me to speak on behalf of that lawsuit. And once again, KBIA, incredible job of allowing us to continue this communication. That has been one of the biggest challenges, is to be able to communicate in a time when people are streaming and watching Netflix and not being able to get the word across. But I think KBIA done a wonderful job of allowing us to, especially in my case on a monthly basis. I want to thank you and your staff for that opportunity that started from, I think, the first week of starting my office as the county judge.
And we appreciate you taking time out of your schedule to join us. County Judge Ricardo Samaniego, thanks, and we'll talk with you again next month.
Thank you. Look forward to it, Mark.
All right, let's go to Storm Track weather now. Storm Tracker Andres Valle here with your complete forecast.
Hey, Mark. It's still warm out there. We're tracking temperatures in the 90s for Las Cruces and El Paso. Really, our area mountains are the only place where it's cool out there. 73 degrees out in Cloudcroft, 81 degrees out in Ruidoso, and we're tracking 80s as well for Guadalupe Pass. But our drought monitor, it looks like this now. We are now in a moderate drought for Doña Ana County. We're in that dry condition for El Paso County, but you can see places southeast of New Mexico, southwest New Mexico, dealing with extreme drought, and that's because we haven't really gotten much rain for the past couple months, to be quite honest. Usually this is our monsoon season. It's only September 2nd, and we haven't picked up any rain at the El Paso International Airport, and we'll be remaining